be honest with you, I would rather they do buildings like this than get a 20,000 arena, 20,000 seat arena, and do 2,000. So they got about a little bit under 3,000 in a 10,000 seat arena. I would rather see that than anything else. I don't know though. The crowd was not there tonight. That was just not a good crowd. But do more shows like that. Do more shows in smaller arenas, because I think that would ultimately be good for the show. Seriously. Like I said, I'm not going to go segment by segment. I just want to talk about a few things. So they opened up with this tag match. Hangman Page, Christian, the Bang Bang Gang. You had Hook get involved, take out Nick Wayne to distract Christian. But Christian and Hangman still won, because Hangman pinned Juice Robinson. I don't like the fact that we're doing a rematch between Jay White and Hangman Page. It's just a match. No stipulation. They're just doing another match at Full Gear with no stipulation to it. That makes no sense. Can we at least get, I don't know, last man standing, balls count anywhere, no DQ? It's just another match between the two? That just seems lazy. You're supposed to escalate the feud. This just feels like it's spinning its wheels. I don't like it. And this is how you kill people's momentum. Hangman Page had all the momentum in the world coming off of that win against Swerve and All Out. And even I was saying, y'all might want to put the belt on him. Like, real talk? Bryan Danielson was champ. I said, well, who better to retire Bryan Danielson than Hangman Page? And then you set him up to fight Swerve again down the line. They didn't do that. They went with Jon Moxley. Hopefully for a good reason. But Hangman is stuck in limbo. And Swerve is back. Now fighting the Hurt Business, the Hurt Syndicate. Wow. I don't like it at all. I hate it the more I think about it. And I'm not saying I'm against him fighting Jay White, because I like Jay White. I don't know if I like Jay White as a babyface. I'm going to give it some more time, but I like Jay White. So, let's see. Let's see where they go with it. I just don't understand, why do another match if you're not going to escalate the feud? Why don't they have a stipulation? I'm just asking the questions here. That doesn't make any sense to me. But anyways, so they had a match. We have something between Mercedes Moné belittling freaking Camille. You brought in Camille to be the muscle, be her China, and now she's berating her, belittling her. Why? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the purpose of this is. Are we trying to build sympathy around Camille, who is a giant, who towers over Mercedes? Doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. I don't know why they're doing this. Creatively, it doesn't make any sense. I don't like it. If this is from Mercedes herself, they probably should change it up. It's too late now, but yeah, it's not helping. It doesn't help Camille. But here comes freaking Chris Statlander to attack Mercedes, and they do yet another wall break. Bobby, talk to me, Bobby.
At this point, Jamie Hayter would be better off going to WWE. She has done everything she could possibly do in AEW. It's something she should consider.
You can say the same thing about Britt Baker. I'm being real with you. You can say the same thing about Britt Baker. Because they're not doing anything with either one of them. But they do another wall break angle where Chris Statlander spears Camille and Mercedes do a wall. And I'm like, isn't this like the 5th or 4th time I've seen someone go through a wall in AEW this year? Jesus Christ. It's the same wall break angle. It's not new. Do something different. Jeez Louise. I don't care. I don't care about this feud between Mercedes and Chris Statlander. I know Mercedes is going to win. Again, like, creatively, it doesn't feel like they know what they're doing with her. Which is crazy, because doesn't Mercedes have creative control? And doesn't she have Jennifer Peppermint? Alright, well. I mean, will the match be good? I'm pretty sure the match will be good at the pay-per-view. But, like, storyline-wise, I'm not feeling it. I'm especially not feeling what they're doing with Camille. Because I look at Camille and go, ooh, that's a women's champion right there. I don't like it. Will it lead to something down the line? Probably, but right now I'm not into it. They did a promo between Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay. The promo was solid. Again, I think Kyle works better as a heel. I wasn't feeling him as a babyface. As a babyface, I was cold on him. Like, I don't see it. As a heel, there's something there. I didn't see his match against Commander, and people were telling me, please go watch his match against Commander from Collision last week. People were telling me it was an excellent match. I'll check it out. But if he has improved as an overall performer, not just inside the ring, but also as I'm seeing on the microphone too, alright, I could buy him being someone that AEW can invest in. But I'm still waiting on him to have that kind of match. Will that happen with Will Ospreay at Full Gear? We'll see. I'm not expecting it. I just think it'll be a good match. Honestly, out of all the Will Ospreay matches, this is the one I'm least excited for. And I have been hyped for every match he's had so far in AEW. I loved his match against Konosuke Takeshita at Revolution. Loved his match against Bryan Danielson at Dynasty. Loved his match against freaking Swerve. Loved his match against MJF, both of them. And I loved this match against Pac. And I loved this match against Ricochet. So it's like, he kicks it out of the fucking park. He hits it out of the park. He scores touchdowns. This is the one feud where I'm just kind of like, I don't care. I don't care. And that's sad. Because I think the match is going to be great. I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. They're not doing a good job of making me care about anything they're doing with the Don Callis family. Which sucks, because they have a lot of good people in there. So they're doing this thing, they're talking about their history, and Kyle Fletcher living in his shadow, and Kyle Fletcher thinking he's better than Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay says, I have been the best before I even got here, and you will always be in my shadow. And then Don Callis family comes out to jump Will Ospreay, but surprise, Will Ospreay has his friends, and then there was a big brawl. I don't give a fuck. That happens. What's next? I think the next thing that happens is, oh yeah, Lance Archer, which is someone who's a part of the Don Callis family, he comes out, and then he's stopped by Roderick Strong. So Roderick Strong, who's competing to fight MJF at Full Gear, you see Roderick Strong and Lance Archer going back and forth. And this is out of nowhere they say it's Falls Count Anywhere, and you're like, was that advertised? Hold on, let me see here. It's right there, I guess. I guess it was advertised. But it's Falls Count Anywhere, and they're fighting, and I'm watching them beat each other up, and like I said before, I'm just like, I don't care. It's a match that happened. And Roderick Strong wins. Cool. And so you're thinking, alright, well, Adam Cole's going to win his match because Adam Cole's up 2-0. If he wins and beats Konosuke Takeshita tonight, then there you go. And it'll be a triple threat match, right? No. What ends up happening, because Adam Cole ends up fighting Konosuke Takeshita, which I think is actually next. It was. And I like the fact that during the beginning of the match, Adam Cole's music was playing, right? And they had the match start while his music was going, very ECW-esque. And then Adam Cole did his entrance doing the boom, and then Adam Cole, baby! That was fun. That was nice. But the match had a surprising finish because I'm thinking Adam Cole's going to get a victory over the AEW International Champion, which I don't like, by the way. But I figured that was the story. No, he didn't. Adam Cole didn't win. Konosuke used the Dynamite Ring. He cheated, but he used the Dynamite Ring to beat Adam Cole. Pin him 1, 2, 3. And I said, wait a minute. Well, first off, yay. Takeshita won a match. Thank you. Keep him strong, please. Matter of fact, Takeshita should win this Continental Classic coming up. That's who should win it. And he should fight Okada for the Continental title, and he should win. He should win. But, anyways, when Takeshita won, that made me happy. But then I stopped it with, wait. So Adam Cole is not fighting MJF at Full Gear. So we're going to do Roderick Strong and MJF? Huh? Okay. First time match. But, again, they're trying their best to salvage whatever this devil storyline is. I can't tell you it's worth salvaging, but they're doing their best. And I just gotta at least credit them for trying. But Jesus Christ. What? Roderick Strong and MJF? Okay. I was actually looking forward to Adam Cole and MJF. Because that was one of the matches I was like, you know what? Yeah, this should be worth the price of admission. But we're doing Roderick Strong and MJF. And that just throws the entire story off because I still see Roderick Strong as a heel. So it's a heel versus heel match. Okay, sure. What else can you do? That was a weird call. Yes, they're extending the storyline and probably gonna do Adam Cole and MJF at Revolution, not even World's End, Revolution, and that's fine. But afterwards, you had freaking Konosuke Takeshita come out after he beats Adam Cole. You had Roderick Strong come out, and then you had Kyle O'Reilly come out. Kyle O'Reilly comes out with a chair, and he, reconciles with Roderick Strong. But then Adam Cole goes to shake his hand, and Kyle O'Reilly's like, "No, get away from me." I'm like, okay, that's weird. All right, so there's some dissension there. Well, let's see where that goes. Let them do what they gotta do. Maybe they can make that work somehow. The Death Rider stuff. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. I don't care. You had Jon Moxley go out there, and they beat up J.D. Drake. Oh my God, poor dude. Again, it's like, why are they going after jobbers? J.D. Drake? Okay. So they beat up J.D. Drake. Moxley gets on the microphone, talks about Orange Cassidy and how he doesn't stand a chance. He's going to brutalize him. He's going to beat his ass. And I just don't give a fuck. Orange Cassidy comes out and says, AEW is my home, and you are carrying the one thing that represents AEW, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. AEW World Title holds the power. And then they go to fight, and as you can imagine, they fight all over the building, and all of a sudden, Darby Allin gets involved. They start attacking Darby Allin, and it goes, like, literally all over the building. The parking lot, there was a spot where Darby tried to get into their truck, and Claudio literally carried his ass back to the garage door, and then Giant swung him into the garage door, which was awesome. I like that. But, yeah, you're like, y'all, it's just them fighting. They're just attacking people. I don't know what's happening. It's just something that's going on. It's just a thing that I don't care about. Speaking of not caring, Chris Jericho and this stupid-ass learning tree, and them talking about fighting Tomohiro Ishii in 2 weeks for the ROH title on Dynamite. Jesus Christ. What Well, the crowd at least reacted to Chris Jericho. They did not react to Dr. Britt Baker, the ending, which shocked me. Now, to be fair, she is fighting Penelope Ford. Penelope Ford is getting a lot of TV time now, which, alright, I mean, you talk about someone that people don't care about. I think Penelope Ford is a great in-ring performer, but she has nothing interesting about her whatsoever, besides the fact that she's cute, and she's very attractive. I think I can admit that. We can all admit that Penelope Ford is very attractive. But she's cold. No one gives a fuck about her. We all see her as the person that makes everybody else look good. So Penelope Ford is taking on Britt Baker, and Britt Baker just wins clean. The crowd doesn't care about the match. It just happened. And then afterwards, Serena Deeb comes out. Alright, and what is this? And she looks at Britt Baker, and then that's it. And you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. For the love of God, do something interesting. Do something interesting with your top talent. This is Britt Baker. Come on. Britt Baker. You got nothing for Britt Baker? Who the hell is Mariah May fighting at Full Gear? Nobody? Why can't she fight Britt Baker? Or Jamie Hayter? We'll get to her in a second. Whatever. Britt Baker is going to feud with Serena Deeb because Tony Khan, LOL, easily the best part of the show. One of the best parts of the show, at least. Mina Shirakawa came back. Yes, we all love Mina. She's interrupted by Harley Cameron. We all love Harley Cameron. And they have a breast off. They just start shaking their breasts at one another. That's literally it. They're having a match on Collision, but they basically just shook their breasts at one another. And I went, yep, there it is. That is by far the best part of the show. What? What do you want me to say? Two hot women shaking their breasts? What do you want me to say? Boobies! Boobies! Where's Jersey King Lawler? Boobies! Leo Rush versus Swerve Strickland. Oh my god, thank God. Oh, something I actually liked. Oh god. I'm so happy Leo Rush is getting TV time. If Leo Rush was not getting TV time, I would absolutely hate this show. What's saving this show are Harvey Cameron, Shirakawa, Leo Rush, of course, the Hurt Business, Swerve Strickland, and the House of Black. That is literally what saved the show. Because if they wasn't on this show, I wouldn't be up here. I would not be up here. Sorry. But yes, Leo Rush versus Swerve Strickland. The match was great. Leo Rush is a great talent. Always fun to see him wrestle. And him and Leo, Swerve and Leo tore it up. They tore it up. The crowd was always hot for Swerve. They were hot for Swerve more than they were for Britt Baker. How is that possible? But the match, listen then, Leo Rush is easily one of those talents that can work with anybody, but you got to see how real top talent get it done. They were doing things in this match that no one else does. So this was very fun. I'm very much happy I watched the match. Swerve wins, of course he does. And then afterwards, the Hurt Business comes out, and they blindside him. Shelton Benjamin attacks him, Bobby attacks him, and Leo Rush just watched. So that's why I said Leo Rush might be joining the Hurt Business. He probably needs it. So just more hype for Strickland, Shane Strickland, and Bobby. That was fine. And then the main event, right? I'm skipping ahead of something. Oh, Jamie Hayter is about to announce she's come back for one thing. She is coming back to take the Screen Goes Black. And Julia Hart shows up. Julia Hart is returning. And it's looking like, and based off of the video, it's looking like she's going to be a babyface. Because the House of Black are babyfaces. So, a babyface Julia Hart? We'll see how that plays out. I've been one of the people that have said this. I am blown away by how much Julia Hart has improved since she first got here. Because when she first got here, she was a cheerleader. And then she became a part of the House of Black, and it was like she became a completely different wrestler. And her improvement has been astonishing. She is fantastic. She is great. And so, maybe I'll be into her as a babyface. I wish her and Sky Blue were coming back, but Sky Blue's still injured, so we won't see her for a while. But yeah, that's great. What about Jamie Hayter? Huh? Or are we just gonna ignore Jamie? Is she just not something important? I'd come back for one. Blank screen. Is that how we're doing Jamie Hayter, Tony? Huh? Son of a bitch. Main event was a continuous match for the tag team titles. Great main event, FTR versus the House of Black, and the House of Black win. And a great match against FTR. Clean. Thank you. Oh my god, the House of Black are getting pushed now. Win all the belts. Give them all the belts. I wish it was Buddy Matthews and Brody King so Malachi Black can go after John Moxley. But I'll take it. Brody King and Malachi Black. I know they're not going to win the tag team titles, but they're getting a spot on pay-per-view. That, to me, is amazing. That makes me happy. And I'm excited about that. You can't go wrong with more TV time for the House of Black. So, as I said, and I do want to get out of here. I'm not going to do a post-show hangout. I'm just going to get out of here, y'all, because I'm tired. But there's still some hope. There's still glimpses of gems on AEW. I'm not going to say all hope is lost. But god damn, they got to figure it out. They better figure this shit out. Because it ain't working, bruh. It ain't working. The crowds are dead. The excitement is gone. You have the roster. You just have to utilize them properly. So I hope they figure it out. Thank you all so much for watching. Do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that button to catch all my content. Opportunities I will be given to be recorded. We're all about the match of the feud. I just don't. Third day, I said, I know. Did you know that? Because even I bad. And the crowd let him know immediately. I was actually very upset that he did not call it out. He didn't correct himself. Why didn't you correct yourself, Swerve? You should have corrected yourself immediately, but he didn't. It's bad. But it is what it is. So Bridgeport, Connecticut, they were live in the Total Mortgage Arena. And it says here there was around 2,700 people. A little bit under 3,000. Do I dare see how many people fit in this arena? Fuck it. We here. I said I would look it up, so Total Mortgage Arena capacity. It seats. Okay, it's a bit of a small arena. 10,000. But they only fit like 3,000 in there. I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would rather they do buildings like this than get a 20,000 arena, 20,000